What the fuck was that? The book?
Almost slipped.
Yeah, fuck it up.
Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we want to give all praise and glory honors to
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, pushing this word through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yeah, this is the GMS National Care, back at with another lesson. A little one, this will be edifying for you brothers and sisters who are going to be watching. But you already tell by the title, we're so close that you can taste it, man. Have patience, all right? Because we're getting, like I said, each day is a step closer to getting up out of here, man. All right? So before I continue on with that, I want to get out this quick script, and we'll take it on from here. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, right? And we are so close to the end of this thing, man. All right? It is 2 more days till we hit 2020, all right? And 2019 has already been hectic with a lot of shit going on, persecution, more info on the chip, more on the U.S. dollar, more updates on the war. 2020 coming around, man, it's going to get worse and worse, man. All right? Who knows what's going to come next? Who knows what type of big prophecy is coming? All we know that the prophecy is being fulfilled, man. That's just to know we need to be in a rejoicing spirit once again, because we are so close. You know that we're close, man. That's why we're excited, because our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai is coming back.
And like the brother said, we definitely need to be in a rejoicing spirit, man. The scriptures speaking about that, if you can paraphrase that, rejoice evermore. I believe it's in I know it. I think it's in Corinthians. Rejoice. Bear with me. That ain't it?
No, it's not a Corinthian. That was heading straight to it.
Nah, I pulled up something else. It's in one of the Gospels. Like Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. It's in one of those. Damn, where is it?
I'll look at Mark real quick.
Let's see.
What was it again after you?
It's like, it says rejoice, roughly paraphrasing, rejoice for being persecuted, or something like that. I think that's in Matthew's. It's in Matthew's, or it's in, I think, matter of fact, it might be in Mark, so like it.
I'm trying to find it.
Let me see. Yep, oh no, it's Matthew 5 and 10. Verse 12. Because that's the stage that we're in right now. We're in the stage of being persecuted. That other that attack, and I think it was in New York, in the Hanukkah party or whatever the fuck it was. But some dude came and stabbed up some people, and then peeled out. At first they listed him as having mental illness. Now they're linking him to anti-Semitism and being following Black Hebrew Israelites. So it's going to happen more rapidly as the days go on. That's like the second Jewish attack within 2 weeks.
Right.
Because it was the beginning of December, I think, with that one in Jersey, that first one. And
we saw the second one on the news when we were at Walmart.
Right, now here it is, a couple weeks later, you got another one happening, the same type, different, it's just a different city. And then, matter of fact, for this article, it came in RT News. It said something about St. Petersburg, Florida. So he's about to make all these false flags, man, and it's gonna be all across the globe. And he's doing this to try to get everybody on his side, and to get everybody to basically turn against us. Which we don't associate with Black Hebrew Israelites, but we know they're gonna come for us regardless,
It just shows that we're getting out, man.
Right, exactly.
It literally all shows that, bro, we're about to go back home, man.
Right. But go ahead, you can read that.
The Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get that real quick. Bear with me.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 5, verse 10 to 12.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Hey, and ours is the kingdom of heaven, man. So that's what it said. Blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake. And we're being persecuted and, all for being as righteous as we can be.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to follow the law, statutes, or following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability.
Mm-hmm.
And worshiping Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're being persecuted for doing those things, man. Okay, so now this is the time where, hey, it's a good time. This is the best time to be, a Hebrew Israelite, because it's not cool no more. But that's how, the Lord's finna see who's in this for, just to be seen of men and who's really trying to get out of here, man. We're really trying to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care to be, if we're looked at as, demons or, terrorists, whatever they call us, man, because we know we're not that. We know we haven't committed and done anything wrong.
I know you was trying to be funny at Walmart, but you're like, look, we're on TV. I just looked down and was like, well.
Right, it's like shit. They got this shit on TV, The fact that they're broadcasting those national events like that, the Jewish attack events in Walmart, it shows you they're trying to get this out here, man. They're trying to get that agenda out here. They're trying to push it to where everybody knows about the quote unquote black Hebrew Israelites. Everybody knows about the Israelites. That way, when you walking on the streets, I'm pretty certain now when people see us on the streets, that's the first thing that pops in their head. Oh, that's some guys, they linked up to. Which, like I said, man, we have done none of those things, man. People call us terrorists, people call us rapists, etc. We have not done any of those acts to be fully acquitted of. So for you to even call us that is just straight up bullshit, really. Shows you how much of a demon Esau is, man. All right, go ahead up.
All right, this is verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall ride. No, when men shall. Highlight the hell of that. Shall revile you. I don't know. Revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
And that's it, man. That's what I said. Hey, rejoice and be exceeding glad. Okay? Alright? Which also goes into you gotta have patience in this time, man. This is the time to really implement patience, okay? As if you had never had it before, man. Alright, get Sirach chapter 2 verse 12, I think.
Mind if I get this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Luke 21:12. But before all these they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. So
you get started, right?
If we get kidnapped and go to jail, man, and martial law troops come up at us, man, who cares, man? Mm-hmm. Right? It happened to Yahushua, and Yahushua didn't say nothing.
What the scripture says, the servant is not greater than the master. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so these are things that we have to expect, man. Okay, we knew, at this point, hey, this is the time where you got to count the cost, man, and you got to understand what you're really in, what you're really a part of. You're a part of the greatest thing that the earth has ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
You can't treat this like it's just a light, like it's something that's just light, like it's a fan club or something. This is a life or death matter that we're in, man. We're truly fighting for salvation, and we're truly fighting to be part of Yahweh Shem Yahshua's elect, man. That's no small thing, man. That is a big thing to consider. This is the time to be counting the cost. This is the time to be patient. Okay, this is the time to be implementing everything that you've learned from the first day that you found out about this truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this ain't the time to be wavering and going back and forth and wondering about, you know, this and this and that. You know, you got niggas out here trying to count the days of the new moon. That shit's stupid. You know, me personally, I don't. Whenever I hear about other people doing, you know, they little stupid shit like that, I don't pay no mind because it has nothing to do with me, first off. But I know it's folly. I know it's bullshit. There's a nigga right now, he's saying that the new moon isn't really when the new moon is. He's saying it's like 3 days after when you first see a slither of the moon. What does that have to do with anything?
No, we about to get up out Salaki. We're about to get the hell up out of here. You're worrying about the moon.
You know,
that's the why a lot of these niggas out here are gonna get clapped.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. I don't care for it, but it's annoying because it's like, look, these other camps, y'all worry about the most stupidest shit. Like when I showed you before we even did the lesson about that nigga Fopi had a bulletproof vest on with fringes on. Look, you niggas are not gonna make it, man. Like, let's just be straight honest. You niggas are not gonna make it.
You can't. It's literally impossible unless
no faith.
Unless you're part of the elect and you just bugged out right now. But it is impossible for you at the rate you're going to make it, man, because you people are not. Y'all aren't counting the cost. Y'all not considering every single little action that you do. Everything that we do at this point in time, especially now with us being persecuted heavily, affects the body. Every little. That's why, the elders and the apostles put out that decree. Hey, we don't need to be on social media right now, man. At all. Only thing that you need to be pushing the truth on is YouTube. Because any little thing Esau will use against us, man. Okay? And the scriptures talk about not giving your enemy ammo. Alright? Let me see if I can get that.
And when all hell breaks loose, really about Yahweh Shem Shai, nothing should be a shocker to you. You should know that we're about to get persecuted. You should know that we're about to get put in concentration camps, be on the run, or we're having to kill some people. None of this should be new to you. Because the scriptures say that things like this is going to happen. You're going to go through this. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. One, the Lord's testing your faith. And two, you shouldn't really even also worry about it because the Lord's going to look out for the elect. So if you believe that you're part of the elect, you should also believe that you're going to be okay. And focus on the true ministry. Easy, simple things to do. Because I watched a video that Apostle Gabar said, and also about Apostle that he did about Apostle Tahar. Apostle Tahar said on their camp to keep it simple.
Yeah. So
in this ministry, keep it simple, man. Do the work. Be wise as the serpent and harmless as the dove. Just keep it simple, man.
Especially now, this now is the time to really keep it simple, man, and keep it 100%. You know, brothers, you know. Especially with the lessons, just keep it 100, man. Don't worry about anything else except for doing your lessons, man. If you're gonna do, don't address. And then that's from my thing personally. For me, I feel as if I'm not on that level to be addressing not saying vocabs on some high level, but you see the apostles and the elders addressing him. I'm not on their level, so I'm not going to address that man. I don't give a fuck about vocab alone.
Right.
I don't care about the niggas that's talking about the new moons in 3 days. I don't care about none of that. It has nothing to do with me. Brothers got to understand their roles in this thing, man. You know? We all have our own role in this. But at the same time, you got to understand, hey, stop trying to supersede your role. You know? If you're a younger brother in this faith, act like a younger brother in this faith. I'm not saying that to say don't try to level up. That's what we still need to do. You need to level up. You need to grow more in the spirit. But understand your role and play your position. Y'all trying to play the position of the apostles and the elders, and that's where you get fucked up. That's where you get fucked up at. You're doing too much, man. Jake do way too much. And Jake always do too much when it really matters. You know. Here it is, the game on the line. You down by 2 points, you know, with 30 seconds left, and you just start fucking throwing 3-pointers or you start shooting half court shots. Nigga, you got 30. You still got time to place yourself and get a decent shot. Jake doing the most, man. They wait.
Me.
Right, like take your time. Wait a minute. Set up a couple passes. Set up a what's the fucking shit called?
A strategy.
Nah, the niggas do like it's like a post or some shit. A nigga come a pick.
Oh,
set up a pick. You know, and take your time, bro. But Jake want to try to rush shit, and just because we at the end don't mean you rush things, man. You know, don't try to rush things now. Keep that same pace that you had before. Understand that it's finna get fucked up though. You know, we need to be focusing mainly on applying the scriptures now more than ever, man, and learning more patience. Okay, and getting more faith. All right, you got something?
Did you say you wanted to get something?
Oh,
I just wanted to get that Luke real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I already got it. I'm saying I wanted to get the Luke out.
Oh.
He was like, get da-da-da-da before I cut you off.
No, it's like I can't. It's whatever. It's spirit. Damn. Romans 15 and 4. The brother Malachi just sit there focus shit.
Roman. Like, buddy. This is. Yeah, you probably saw that. It was like, buddy. Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yeah, that's it. And so that's the thing, man. That's why I say we have to apply the things that we have learned, you know, especially now, because read that again from the top.
Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So everything that was written in the past was written for our learning for now. Okay, the prophets of old, every book that they've written, it was for that way we can understand it, you know, now. We can get it now. And we can learn from it now. They understood back then, this is the time where we're going to need it. And they definitely understood it because they understood reincarnation. So they knew we're going to come back and play those exact same roles. Okay? There's a lot of men that's written of in this book that are back today. Okay? The Apostle Paul is back today. You know? We ain't going to get into that. You know? But best believe he back today. Okay? Many other men that are written of, they may be back today. You know, we're not too certain. We know for a fact Apostle Paul is back today. But, you know, point being, we knew back then that we was going to need this now. Okay? This is that wisdom and that knowledge that's going to keep us stable in these times, man. Mm-hmm. They wasn't going through Jacob's troubles back then. And that's the point of writing, that's the point of prophecy, telling you before it happens. So we read this, and the elect got this before the things started to happen, and then as we're still teaching it, as we're still doing it, they start to come to pass, man. That's how we know that we had the 100% truth, man. That's how we know that this is it. This is the truth. This is Yahweh Bashim Shai is in full effect, man. There's no denying that. Anybody denying the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son at this time is retarded. You know, you got something going wrong with your brain, because you can't tell me from all these things that are happening in the world on a daily basis that's not controlled by a living power, man.
Because everything that goes through your everyday life, we can back it up with a script, at least one.
Exactly.
At least.
Yeah.
We can do multiple, but just to back it up one thing, plagues of pestilences, back in Amos with the famine of the bread and the water. Just naming a couple real quick. This stuff's happening in our time, man. You can't say that it's not happening, because it is.
Right.
Because you can't, like, that's the thing about you with these people out here, man. You can't say that this is not happening. But that's the problem with a lot of people, because they're in denial and they're scared for it to happen. Well, it's still going to happen whether you're scared of it or not. You're still going to get a boot up your ass.
Right, exactly.
Unless you're repentant and unless you're an Israelite.
Go ahead.
I'll start from the top again.
Mm-hmm.
Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Yeah, that's it, okay? And that's why, hey, these things are written that way we can have hope, man. We have faith in these things. We see that these things that were written are coming to pass. Okay, now this is definitely a faith booster. You know, the apostles and the others told us that we were going to be persecuted for this word. Now we see it coming to pass. Okay, and not even, you know, first and foremost, the script said that. Okay, so now that's coming to play, or now that's coming into play. Okay, yeah, this is definitely it. Hey, this is the truth, man. You know, which we didn't have doubts before. You know, you got doubt demons, you know, here and there and shit, but you know, our spirit didn't have any doubts. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this thing wholeheartedly.
This faith keeps you pushing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Satan can only fuck with you on so much of a level. You know, he'll get in your head for a little bit, and then after that, it's like, alright, whatever. You know, we ain't, you know, you ain't paying you no mind, man. You know, gnats eventually go away.
Right.
You know,
unless you need a shower.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, unless you just, you know, funkified and shit, but you know, that's it. But point being, man, you know, those thoughts eventually go away, man, and then you get back into okay, you know, this is it. All right. Romans chapter 5 verse 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. And this is the time where we're going to get major tribulation. Okay? And it says, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. So the longer that, we know that the more shit that we get put through, that's just really right, and especially, you know, from here and then anything else the brothers have been through, man, that is just getting us ready for the times that's coming up, man. You know, the Lord may have put you through a lot of shit, but that's just to get your patience up, man. That's to build your faith up. That's to build your hardiness up, man. To gird up your loins. Mm-hmm. So when the time really matters and when it really comes to play, it's not going to be as big of a deal. It's not going to be as much of a smack to the face. You know, maybe a little, you know, a little tap, but it's not going to hurt or be as major as it would have had you not went through that thing before. Mm-hmm. You know, there's certain things that the Lord has put us through that or the things that we're going to get put through. Once the time comes, we're going to already be, you know, we've already dealt with it 9 times out of 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
like, if you want to be just 100% honest, the Lord wants you to not give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, parents, when hell's all breaking loose, don't give a fuck. Money issue, $1 drop. Oh man, how am I going to pay for my food?
Right.
But who gives a fuck? Stuff like that, man. Because all that stuff's coming to pass. Your family's going to turn on you. Okay, don't give a fuck. Mom doesn't want to stop. Mom stops fucking with you. Emotional. Who cares, man? The Lord wants you to not care. You'll see these people again in the kingdom.
Right.
They're not gone forever. And who knows, the Lord might have mercy upon them to where they don't get touched themselves. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's going in and having faith, man. You know, and just having that sense of a guaranteed mindset, man. You know, we're not worried about if our parents or if family members or any of that shit, they're gonna make it, man. You know, we worry about, the scripture say, work out your own salvation
with fear and trembling.
Hey, can you get that, brother, real quick?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Just and expound on it.
There it is. Okay. I started that damn camera phone.
Yeah, it's lucky.
You good? This is Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my patience, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is what we do. We're on a mission. It also goes for your family and friends not understanding, why do you act like this? Why do you do this? Why do you talk like this? Because we're on a mission, man. Mm-hmm. All that stuff we used to love in the world, we put that aside, man. We put you aside. No, we don't hate you. No, we don't knock on your door and be like, Mom, I hate you. Dad, I hate you. Da-da-da-da. No, man, we are on a mission. We are distancing ourselves from things because we got bigger, we got bigger things to worry about, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get hit by a nuke. That's more important than making Mom and Dad happy because you want to go eat popcorn with them in pajamas on Saturday nights. Not saying you can't sloppy. Not saying that you can't do that, but you ask yourself what's more important.
And that's where the difference comes in, man. Because people can't understand what we understand. We understand the bigger picture, which is we're seeking to please Yahweh Shem Shah.
Right.
Okay? We're not seeking to please our people anymore, or our family anymore, or our women anymore, none of that shit, man. It's the matter of importance. Mm-hmm. And that's what our people don't understand. Mm-hmm. They don't understand the fact that, well, for one, if it wasn't for Yahweh Shem Shah, you wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. Okay? Everything that we have is because of Yahweh Shem Shah. So we have to give thanks to him, and we have to make sure that we're pleasing him first before we please anybody else. Right. Okay? Mm-hmm. We can't seek to please the world and then not please the person that's giving us everything that we want. The Heavenly Father is giving us the truth, man. And that's something that everybody don't get. So when you do get it, hey, you damn right, you gotta be grateful, man. You should be. Alright? You should be in a forever grateful spirit while you walking in this walk, man. This is no little, like I said, man, this is no little thing to just brush aside. This ain't no damn, Boy Scout club shit. This is a manhood thing, man. This is life or death. This is not worried about that.
Right.
You got a precept?
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe be unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
And that's how these people operate. They operate as calling us the evil ones. Saying that we're dark and we're evil for not celebrating holidays with our families and not, superseding and bowing down to our women.
We're just not caring anymore in general.
Just
what's wrong with that nigga?
The amount of emotion that your average male in America shows, the fact that we don't show that, now it's a problem with us. Now we have an issue with us. Now we're crazy, we're lunatics, we're psycho, etc., etc. When in reality, we no longer have the westernized mindset that all these people have. Which you can't explain this shit to Jake. I've tried to explain it to Jake that I work with. Just as simple as far as, cooking and cleaning the damn house. I will cook, I will clean, but it's not for the sake of how these niggas do it. These niggas will cook and clean to serve their woman. If I cook, it's because I want to fucking cook. I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? It's not down talking or downplaying the woman. That's what people always think. Oh, you want to? No. Yeah, a woman does need female servant, but that's not. We're not implementing that.
And then plus, there's brothers in this truth who don't have a woman and they got their own spot or whatever. I don't think any brother wants to come home to a dirty house. So
right. So it's like,
well, I don't got a woman to cook for me, so let me make my own pasta pazul or something.
Yeah. So who you slaving for then? Nobody. So it's like
I gotta eat.
And it's like either way, it's like I said, because I'm doing it for my sake and not for the sake of what y'all are doing it for. Now I'm fucked up. No, man. I'm just not westernized. You people are westernized, man.
And Jake likes to twist your words around.
You said that. No, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
You're westernized, bro. That's really all it is. At the end of the day, these people are they're on this. They're still on that American mindset, which is why Yahweh Shem Shah is going to come and cleanse that American mindset, man. He's about to remove this shit. Okay, you got something?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Psalms 56:11. In Yahweh have I put my trust. I will not be afraid of what men can do unto me.
That's the main point, man. All these things that are coming to pass, We know Esau about to roll on us heavy, man. But we know that Yahweh Bashem Shai is on our side. So what really can this man do unto us? You know, the scriptures say, don't fear him who can take your, roughly paraphrase, who can take your life, but fear him who can take your soul and your life. You know, let me get it real quick.
You gotta remember, the Lord made them Edomites, and the Lord can put the spirit on them if you're part of the elect, and the Lord is dealing with you. They can run up on you. They don't shoot you at all, or they run past you in the bushes, and they don't see you. Or one guy sees you, but he just turns his head and keeps walking the other direction.
Right.
That shows you should not have fear, but only fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Don't fear because you see this Edomite with an AK-47 with 100 drone clip, whatever the fuck. That's on to fearing man and not fearing the Most High. You fearing that Edomite more than the Most High.
Right.
So the Lord will have it probably set up for him to clap your ass. Just because you fear him over the Most High. You got to realize that the Most High is a jealous power, man. So just small things like that would piss him off. Even though the scripture said the Lord goes slow to anger. Simply paraphrasing, you still pissed him off, man.
Matthew 10:28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that's Yahweh Bashem Shai. They're the only ones that are capable of doing that, man. Esau can only kill our bodies. He can't do anything to our spirits, which is why he's scared, man. Esau's scared shitless right now, man. We have the acts that we're doing, man. We have the elite losing sleep. These niggas are waking up in cold sweats. You know, yelling and shit.
Sweating. You
know, sweating bullets, man. Because they know that this word is true and it means something. And once it comes out, it's over with. Hey, man, words cannot, really, man, words cannot describe the amount of joy that me personally that I have, man, and that brother should have. We are almost out, man. We are in the times of seeing our salvation with our very own eyes. And that doesn't make you get up and get through the rest of the, or, you know, get up and get through your day, whatever bullshit you got to deal with, job, work, woman, whatever. If knowing that Yahweh Bashem Shai is about to come get you, don't get you through that, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You got a lot of work to do. And you got a lot more patience to build up, man. And faith. Because I'm not worried about anything, man. I'm just ready to get out. I'm playing my role until that time comes, man. Okay? You got something?
I got this one.
Alright, we'll probably close on that.
Psalms 118:6.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai is on my side, and I will not fear what can man do unto me.
And that's it, okay? What can man do unto me if the Lord's on our side? You know? What can Esau do to us if Yahweh Bashem Shai is on our side, man? Nothing. That's the answer. You know? That's a what's it called? It's a question that don't really need an answer.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Not hypothetical. Yeah. You know, that's a rhetorical question, man. That doesn't need no answer. You should already know. If the Lord's on your side, what can man do to you? We don't need to answer that, man. But if you're thinking about the answer, that's the problem. That shouldn't be without a question, without a doubt. You know.
That's why you should be scared of these little puppy dog ass niggas out here.
Yeah, man.
Any nigga run up on you or Esau or whatever, don't be scared of that punk ass motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man.
Lord, I put the spirit on you to whoop his fucking ass. Man, fucking maybe obliterate him.
For real, man.
Like, for real. Think like that. Because that can fucking happen.
And that's the type of spirit you need to be in. You need to be in the spirit to where, no, really, you know, not a prideful spirit, but just shit. Nobody can touch me if the Lord's with me, man. And that's just it. You know, if something was to hit me right now, if, like, you know, a big ass building was to fall over, it's gonna just go around me like in the cartoons. I'm gonna go like this and the fucking smoke gonna clear on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be standing there and shit. That's the type of spirit we need to be in, man. Your faith needs to be on those levels. Now, don't go testing that, running into the middle of a fucking freeway and shit.
Damn.
You know?
Marauder.
Right, you know. Fucking, you know, playing chicken run and shit. Don't do nothing like that. But that's the type of faith that brothers need to have, man. Especially in these times. This is where it matters the most, Akim. Not saying nothing else matters of what we've done or what we've been through, but this is it. This is what the scriptures talk about, man. This is, hey, life or death right here, man. You either get it or you don't. You know, you either get through or you don't.
You know, what I wanted to say was, you feel like you're on some unstoppable shit, but you're not saying it with pride. I'm going to say this without pride. It's like, look, places where I go, I bet other brothers go through this too. I'm not trying to single myself out or create anything, but I scare niggas. I put fear in niggas, and not just how I look. I niggas question me, niggas be bothered when I'm around. I could just be in line picking up a block of cheese, whatever, for example, and niggas just get nervous. My own boss says that I scare her, and I don't be chilling. I mean, I'm not gonna be chilling. I just be chilling. You know, I scare my boss. She's sometimes scared to talk to me.
You know, and hey, these people, a lot of people fear us, man. Really, a lot of people fear us, and we gonna see that even more as the days come, because once the Lord gives us that increase, all right, them spiritual powers, it's gonna be over with. We're definitely gonna be untouchable then, and we're gonna fully acknowledge and show the true power of Yahweh Shema Shai, not the powers of ourselves. We understand that we are nothing. We are just vessels, man. Okay, we're gonna show you people what the fear is, man. Okay, come ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Psalms 34 and 11. All right, we're gonna show you people that true fear, man. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, you got anything else, buddy?
Okay. I mean, not lie.
Come on. Hey, Lord willing, that was edifying for the elect. All right, you brothers and sisters that may be watching. Before we close, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Once again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and much love to those elect. Y'all brothers keep pushing, man. Keep fighting for that everlasting crown. Okay? Be patient, man. All right? Keep the patience. Real quick, Salakia. You go
Hey, what you got?
Let me get this rock. 2, because I wanted to get this earlier. Read chapter 2, verse, let me see. I can say start from the top. We ain't gonna do that though. We go.
You looked there. I was like, I was gonna read all the way.
Get start at 12 and read to 14.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for believeth not, therefore shall not be defended.
Shall I read that again?
Verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
And that's it, okay? So that's showing you, man, and we don't need to be faint-hearted in these times, man. We need to make sure that we're fully convinced, all right, and that we're fully believing everything that we're preaching, man. Okay? Are you? Hey, that goes into when the scriptures say, examine yourself, whether you be in the faith or not. You got to really sit down and think. Are you really in this thing, man? Do you really believe? Do you really have the faith? Because if you faint-hearted, you're not going to be defended, man. Why? Because you don't actually believe.
Right.
You got that little bit of doubt in you, man. And that ain't no doubt demon. That's just something that's just doubting. You full of fucking doubt. You know? And it's crazy because it's time and time again where brothers have been shown, hey, the Lord is real, man. And he deals with his elect. Okay? The Lord has taken me out of many situations, man. I did a video on the one when I got into that damn car accident. You know, me and the brothers got in an incident with some Edomite pigs, some cops. You know, that shit was crazy, bro. It was right then and there. We was in that bitch. We thought Esau had us like this.
I was like, oh shit. And I was asleep too.
You know, like, we thought Esau had us like this, man. Threw up some prayers. Minutes later, we got delivered, man. We was smooth to go. You know, what we had, you know, what a brother ended up having to pay, it was way less than what it would have been had it went the other way, man.
Better than jail time, rather than being beaten or shot. Or
you know, it's crazy, man. You know, the Lord is real, man, and He's with His elect.
That's right.
And that's the thing. You gotta remember. The scriptures always talking about remembering the days of old. Remember this, remember that. You gotta remember everything that the Lord has done, not only for you, but the men that followed Him before, man. Mm-hmm. You know. That's why, hey, matter. Read verse 10. Salaki, read verse 10.
Ecclesiastes 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken? Or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him?
And that's it, man. As I said, look at the generations of old. That's something that we have to consider all the time, man. Well, damn, I don't know. Well, no. Let's think about how he dealt with when you know, dealing with King David, dealing with Moses, King Solomon, you know, Apostle Paul, all the apostles, the disciples, everybody, man. You gotta diligently think about that, man. Okay? That's something that you gotta think about. And that's gonna get you to the next level, man. Alright? Go ahead and jump back to that 13 and then 14.
Second Ecclesiastes 2:13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be offended. Mm-hmm. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
And that's the big thing, man. A lot of people are losing patience, and they're going to lose patience, and that's something that you're going to be asked, man. What do you, or that you gotta end up answering that. What are you going to do when the Lord visits you, man? To those that have lost patience, to those that have fallen away from the faith. What are you going to do when the Lord visits you? Because the scriptures talk about that servant being beaten with many stripes because he knew the will of his Lord and didn't fulfill it. Mm-hmm. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, a lot of these guys know what time it is when it comes to Yahweh Shem Shai, and they're still playing games, especially these other camps. Which is why brothers don't need to be trying to get all in tune with them and, man, this camp doing this, man, this camp doing that. Man, if you address it, you know, like we did earlier, address it and then just move on. I'm not doing the sit down about Fopi.
Let's talk about Fopi on our next lesson for like 40 minutes.
I'm not doing the sit down on Fopi and his bulletproof vest. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm personally not fucking doing it. I don't have the time, nor do I don't want to. I don't want to, bro.
To be honest, what are you getting at?
You know, what's the, you know, we know they're bugged out. I mean, not to say you can't be edified on that, or brother can be if, you know, not knowing of it, but I'm speaking on the brothers that know about it and you still looking for this and looking, man, leave that shit alone, man. Leave it alone. You know, the new moon nigga, leave that nigga in Europe, wherever he is. I don't know where it's at. I don't even know where this nigga at, man.
The new moon nigga, leave that nigga in.
Like, he's, you know, he's through. He's through, because he used to be in GMS, and that's usually what happens when people that used to be in GMS, they bug out. Like, you just leave these people alone, man. Focus on what you got going, okay? Brother Strickland need to be focused on the fold. You need to be focused on GMS. That's it. You know, fuck everybody else. Honestly, that's it. The Lord is showing us that these other guys ain't right, day in and day out. Each and every camp, every single week. Something being shown about him. He's showing who the real men are. GMS ain't getting caught out. They're not going to, man. And if a dude do get caught out, that means he wasn't sincere. Mm-hmm. And that's just that point. It's that simple, man. Alright? But hey, like I say, Lord willing to edifying, once again, giving our praise and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Hey, man, y'all brothers keep fighting. Like I said, keep fighting for the everlasting crowns, or everlasting crown, man. All right, peace and mercy be to you like always. It's almost 2020, man. You know, pretty soon we're gonna be seeing what Apostle Hart deems this year as. So, hey, Lord willing, it's a banger, man. Lord willing, this the year we get out this whole man. You know, but just wholeheartedly believe it, man. It's all the fingers is pointing to yes.
it's like, bro.
So you know,
we was talking about that when we was in Alabama.
Yeah.
Last weekend, we were just like, bro, we 2020 gonna be on some shit.
You know, it's gonna be a big year for us, brothers. It's gonna be a good year for us.
And it's the next decade.
Yep.
So,
you know, fuck.
Hey. And the Apostles been out. That'll be 13 years.
Let's get the bitter part over with, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it over with. Let's get that everlasting sweetness. Okay, that super sweet. that full half bag of sugar in the Kool-Aid sweet, man.
All right.
We gotta get that out. We gotta get that, man. So we gotta go through this bitter to get to that sweetness, man, and that everlasting joy. All right, so just stay patient, and stay diligent, and keep the faith. Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, and motherfucker ball.
Shalom, motherfucker ball.
Shit.
Bro, they updated it. How do you end this? Okay, there you go.
He said,
yeah, they updated it. I'm like, bro, how do you be ending this shit? Oh my gosh.
He said,